Part of my job over the last few years is to reinvent and re-establish Jaguar's design vision, Jaguar's design strategy. But before we can do that, we have to understand the past. We have to understand what made Jaguar so wonderful and beautiful in years gone by, and we've done that. The Jaguar brand today is going through a transition. You know, what we're doing is we're claiming back what we had all these years ago. If you look at the purity of an E-Type, the excitement, the way it sits in the road, it's instantly attractive. The E-Type suddenly encompassed everything that Jaguar stood for over the previous 10 years. Jaguar had been developing its racing history, and then suddenly you could capture some of this in a road car, and you could drive it quickly like a race car. And it really established many attributes for the Jaguar brand from there on in. It was way ahead of its time. It was futuristic, and it was optimistic. For me personally, my team, we had to capture the essence and values of that car, about its purity, about its discipline, and transfer it into a modern car. So for instance, if you look at the XJ, it doesn't look like an E-Type. It doesn't have to. It's about purity, it's about integrity, and it's about just creating something that's right. And that to me is really the crux of what Jaguar is about. It's about being bold, and just occasionally throwing something in there that surprises people. Not in a shocking way, but in a pleasant way. And that's exactly what the XJ has done. It's created a sense of surprise and delight. The Jaguar brand today is going through a point of reinvention and is creating a position, taking its rightful place in the world in a similar place where it was in the 50s and 60s. And that sense of excitement is coming back into the brand. And I'm glad to say people are starting to recognise Jaguar as a very contemporary brand and a performance-oriented brand. The wonderful thing we found about the CX-75 is that we wanted to demonstrate hybrid technology. And to our great delight, when we discovered the componentry in hybrid technology was very flexible, it meant we could design and shape cars in an even more exciting way. I think this actually creates something that's even closer to art than ever before. Cars will change shape, of course they will, because the world changes. But Jaguar will remain consistent in its approach to design and style and what it stands for. We create a car from within that the Jaguar team love and want to bring to the world. And if you do that properly, people will come to you.